Hey guys, Mostacular here for Hyperion Television, bringing you a great replay between Slider and Liquid TLO here on Xel Naga Caverns. Liquid TLO, of course, the great German player who placed first recently at the Poker Idol StarCraft II European Championship just about a week and a half ago, early January 2011. So off to a good start in 2011 is Liquid TLO. So we'll get right into this game. It's going to be a Protoss versus Terran. It is on Xel Naga Caverns, so one of the more considered to be one of the more balanced 1v1 maps as far as ladder goes in StarCraft II here. So we'll see how it shapes up as Slider puts down his pylon at the top of his ram, sends out that early scout. Gonna touch off probably at the Xel Naga Tower. No, just gonna keep going straight for the base of TLO, who is just throwing down a supply depot now. Going to be looking for any kind of interesting play from TLO, often known for his just interesting choices and interesting strategies, unconventional play. So we'll see if any of that comes into play today. Here's the probe now of Slider coming into the base and doing a little bit of damage to that SCV, but eventually the probe does pull back as the first barracks is being put down, and we see that TLO is not going to be walling off the top of his ramp. At least not at this point in the game, and then sends another SCV down to harass that probe. Probe a little bit on the run here. Gateway going down from Slider, so sometimes you'll see players do a forge into a fast expansion nexus. Not seeing that just yet. Standard gateway from Slider as well as an assimilator. Here goes TLO once again trying to harass this probe. Just wants to make sure the probe doesn't get too comfortable in his base. Making sure he keeps his shields low, and excellent job by Slider to pull off that probe. It hasn't taken any damage yet to its health. Just keeps waiting for the shields to recharge, and there you go, recharging very fast. Poking back up into the base. Waiting to see if he can spot anything. Barracks just finishing now. Refinery also finished. And mining, there goes the orbital command being brought in. Here comes another. TLO doing a great job of just rotating out SCVs here, making sure that he doesn't lose one. You can see a couple of them have taken damage, but he's just rotating in a new one each time to deal with this annoying probe. Back at Slider's base, there goes the cybernetics core as well as the second assimilator. No units have come out yet from that gateway. Here comes the probe again. The Marine is out from TLO, and it's going to miss the probe there, and the probe's going to get one last look at the base probably before, yeah, there he goes. An SCV did a little poke at him and took him out. Meanwhile, Tech Lab add-on has completed, and here comes a very fast Marauder from TLO. From that Tech Lab add-on with the barracks. Zealot coming out now, as well as Warpgate Tech, going to be, looks like Chrono boosted out right away from Slider, so he's eager to get that out. Oh, and look at this, extremely fast Stimpack research going down about 4 minutes into the game, and already we see Stimpack being researched from TLO, so that can only mean one thing, that we're going to see some very aggressive push coming from TLO as soon as that Stimpack finishes. Wouldn't be surprised if maybe we saw an engineering bay come down soon as well and get a +1 attack upgrade, but we'll see. As it looks like Slider is queuing up a couple of sentries right now and throwing down a second gateway kind of towards the back of his base. And a third, perhaps, yeah, third, possibly, trying to hide these gateways from any scans that might come. Maybe try to throw off his opponent here and confuse him as to what he's going to be doing exactly. And here's a fast command center coming from TLO. One barracks fast expand is a popular strategy by Terran players, and as we said earlier, Xel Naga Caverns, a popular 1v1 map largely because of its size. It has a long rush distance. You got to walk all the way down around here, around this big chasm in the middle. There's some Xel Naga towers, and then you're at your base, and it's a safe expansion. It's easy to take for all races, including Zerg, who obviously we're not seeing a Zerg match right now, but all races have an easy time expanding on this map for the most part. Here goes two more barracks for TLO as his command center is about halfway done. Stimpack seconds away from finishing, about 90%. And did that probe spot that army? I don't think that probe saw that army moving out. And here comes two Stalkers and a Zealot. They need to be careful. Oh, and the Sentry getting quickly focused down. Zealot soon to be focused down as well. An SCV blocking him a little bit. And this one Sentry is on the run. Stimpack about to finish up. Some force fields going down by that Sentry, trying to slow things down. Stimpack finishes and just wisely stims up one Marauder and just tries to shoot and do as much damage as possible. And he gets that Sentry too. And this is already looking very bad for Slider. Although look here, he does have 3 sentries. So he will be able to wall off his base if he's careful. And there he goes. Oh, nice force field there. Loses 1 sentry, but is able to catch 1 Marauder off guard. And then the SCV is going to go down as well. Denying vision. So there are just 3 Marauders left, but Stimpack is finished, so he needs to be very careful, Slider, with his force fields. Needs to be careful. Oh no, and looks like the forces are going to be able to get up here. Oh, and one more sentry goes down. There's 4 warp gates here, though, so I think Slider just going to be warping in some units soon and going to be able to handle these Marauders. But what is he waiting for? No Zealots, no nothing right now coming from him. Oh, here goes 2 Zealots now warping in. The sentries come in. Oh, Marauders trying to focus down that pylon, and will they focus it down? Stim up. They do get that pylon. But the Marauders overstimmed, now very weak and having a hard time doing damage. Although here comes one Marauder coming out. He's going to go ahead and get killed there. See now also a Nexus going down for Slider, putting that pylon back to resupply. Here comes a pylon, a Manor pylon from Slider there, blocking the expansion. TLO looks like he may have stemmed up trying to take out this Zealot attack that came, so there was a proxy pylon by Slider. And unfortunately, the Zealots were no match for the Marauders. Here comes 2 more sentries. Interesting choice to go with sentries. Oh, they're quickly focused down. Not sure that was the best choice by Slider to get those sentries out. Where are the Stalkers? Stalkers do great damage to Marauders, although they are very weak as well as far as health goes. Marauders can chew up Stalkers relatively easily, but here comes one Stalker now to do a little bit of damage. And yeah, these Marauders have stemmed up a little bit too many times there, and they're going to go down. Now just 4 Marines for TLO, although he does have his engineering bay researching attack level 1. There is a bunker there to defend himself. And here goes now a 4th, oh no, excuse me, not a 4th barracks, but a factory going down for TLO to supplement his 3, soon-to-be 4 barracks. Concussive shells and stim pack finished. Now backtracking to get that Marine combat shield to give his Marines a little bit of extra health there. Slider warping in a large army here. Stalkers, Zealots, sentries. Trying to stims up quickly. Oh, and half the army is force fielded. Down the ramp. Excellent job by Slider to force TLO into this very difficult position. Not sure he's going to be able to recover from this. He's losing a lot of units. Oh, and here come the SCVs now, pulling down, trying to wall off this base here, and perhaps block the units that are going to be shipping their way up here in just a second here. Second bunker going down now. SCVs just kind of chilling at the top of the ramp. Just a few Marines and a couple of Marauders left at the top here to defend. Spreading out his troops. Slider just trying to create a little bit of a concave. He's happily expanded already, so he knows he's got the economic advantage at this point in the game, so he's just going to kind of solidify that lead in the economy. Scan goes down from TLO, and he does see the expansion down from his opponent. A 3rd command center, another command center. So he's going to have 3 command centers in his base, TLO, soon. Starport almost finished. Factory just getting a tech lab added on there. Now flipping, perhaps, to put the starport on top of that reactor. Going to be seeing some medevacs or Vikings coming out of that starport, and there goes 2 medevacs in production. 2 bunkers complete. Engineering bay +1 attack has finished. Let's look at the research. No upgrades yet for the Protoss player, so he doesn't have any attack upgrades or defense upgrades from the Forge. Slider walling off here with pylons to make sure that no units like Hellions slip by. And we do see from the factory that there is a chance of Hellions, but at this point in the game, probably not so much. Salvaging the bunkers now, TLO. He just did a scan, sees that there's not a huge army. It hasn't really been resupplied, as Slider kind of backed off and just got this army to contain. And actually, look, Slider just kind of walling off, putting a force field down. And look at this. TLO is not going to have any of this. Look at him elevatoring his units down the side of the base there. And let's take a look. There is a Stalker at this Xel Naga Tower, and he can see just in the periphery that this army is being lifted down. And now Slider, reacting to this, realizes that, hey, there's a whole troop of forces down here, and they've stemmed up. There goes some force fields. Oh, nice force fields from Slider, cutting that army of TLO in half, but he's quick to reorganize, get everything back together. The 2 medevacs providing great support, and those Zealots, sentries, and Stalkers are falling back. And here comes the rest of TLO's army as an observer flies by. Proxy pylon being taken down now. No more units going to be worked in by Slider at that pylon. 4 medevacs now. That's a lot of medevacs for that army size. Looking at the production tab, we do see High Templar going to be coming out soon with Psionic Storm. Charge being researched as well. Won't be here in time, though. Here comes a confrontation now, and Slider does not want any part of this. He's got to run fast, as Stimpack has been used there. Guardian Shield going down as well. Oh, nice force fields. The Zealots are able to get in. Look at these force fields. The Zealots coming in now and really just slicing and dicing their way through those Marauders and Marines. The medevacs did pick up a few troops and were able to save them, but unfortunately not everyone could make it. And there's a few blood splats there to let you know. Pushing down more. Liquid TLO. Stims up again. Excellent force fields from Slider so far this game to hold back this Terran force. Now the Terran force is going right up the ramp. Charge has finished researching, using the ramp as his own defense here. TLO using his opponent's ramp. Stims up one more time. Probes being pulled off. Zealots here. Lifts off. And takes all his troops away in the medevacs. Well done. And just as quickly as that attack began, it's over. The medevacs have pulled back for now. But remember, there is an observer there. It's going to see the medevacs pulling back. So Slider's going to be able to take a sigh of relief here. But take a look at this now. Look with TLO. Third base already in position. Natural up and mining. I was commenting earlier about that third command center going down in the base, and he's making use of both of them now. Bunker going down here at the natural expansion. More medevacs, more marauders, more marines. Pretty standard Terran composition. Look at these barracks, 6 barracks. Reactor going on to the factory now. Reactor still on the star part with more medevacs coming out. The Ghost Academy, very effective. Ghosts are against Protoss players. 1 or 2 good EMPs. It's lights out for Protoss army. Here comes Slider putting another proxy pylon down. Wants to be aggressive once more. Khyderan Amulet almost complete. High Templars will come out with enough energy to use Psionic Storm, so we will be looking to see if that comes into play. I don't see any High Templar on the map. There's 4 on the map somewhere. Here they are now coming up slowly. Look with TLO losing that SCV there. Is he ready to deal with Psionic Storm? Zealots, 4 more. Oh my, that's quite a few High Templar. This is a lot of storms incoming. I don't know that TLO is going to be able to fight this off. Let's see how it goes. Good force fields again from Slider. There's a good storm too. More storms. Lots of damage being done. Lots of sentries. Here comes some Hellions, but they're stuck in the back. Another stim. More storms? Yes, there they are. Surprised we're not seeing even more. Stims up one more time. More force fields. Excellent job, but there's only sentries left. The High Templars not as effective with those storms as we would have thought. And now here comes a Ghost, late to the party. Just chilling down there. It's alright, they don't even need him. And now there's only 1 Stalker left for Slider. And look at all these medevacs. So low on health, the medevacs, but they've all survived. Should get some SCVs over to the repair that soon, and I'm sure TLO will be quick to do that. More Ghosts coming out now. Protoss player still just on 2 bases. TLO has this base, hasn't been mining too much out of it, but he does have mules there to call down, so it is helpful to have that. Protoss player pushing across the map needs to gather his army together as the Terran is kind of moving across in different positions. SCVs being transferred now by TLO. More Ghosts in production. Nice defensive army here by TLO. Here comes a lot of Stalkers. Just 3 High Templars, but they all have Psionic Storm ready. Here comes a push from TLO. He's going right for the natural expansion here. Oh, look at this Hellion completely blocking the probes. Probes can't escape. Oh, and so many of them are just bursting. Meanwhile, back at this base, Storm's going down on TLO's base. His natural's under siege. That's a lot of Stalkers. There's not that many Marauders there. But if they keep stimming up and getting healed by all these medevacs, the medevacs need to be focused down. There's some good storms, but it's just not enough. These Marauders are not going down. Look at the medevacs healing up. Oh, there's an EMP. That EMP just ended that battle once and for all. Nothing he could do there. Wow, perfect EMP from TLO. And look, the natural nexus is down. And TLO still continuing to harass with just a small squad here. And there's Slider calling good game. So a very good game from TLO and very good game from Slider as well. Good game to both players. You know, really what it came down to was a couple of good EMPs and excellent use of that Marauder and early stim pack to really put his opponent on edge by TLO. So good job to both players. Hope you guys enjoyed that match. We'll come back to you with some more very, very soon. I'm Mostacular for Hyperion Television. Stay tuned for more, guys. Bye.